My name is Sarah Walker, and my ethnography paper is over Catholicism in elementary schools. My ethnography explores how Catholicism is taught, expressed, and practiced in an elementary school setting. Some things that I have gained insight on while completing the paper include the Catholic symbols and rituals within the school and the culture being embedded in lessons taught and behaviors expected in the school system. I chose this topic because I went to a public school where faith was not allowed to be practiced in school, but there were so many schools surrounding me that did practice faith in school, Christianity, Catholicism, whatever it may be. Therefore, I was not only interested in learning more about how faith can be practiced in school, but I also wanted to gain a better understanding of what Catholicism means and what it is to practice Catholicism, because I am an Orthodox Christian. So it's been entertaining for me to understand the differences between being an Orthodox Christian and being a Catholic Christian. I observed Catholicism in school by going to masses, attending the mass sessions that they do weekly, and also sitting in the classrooms and listening to the prayer that they do throughout the day. And I was also able to sit down and interview the mother of a child who attends Catholic school to see exactly what it means to her family and what it's done for her life in particular, with the child's behavior at home, and the things that they take home with them from what they learn in the school system. Some of the things that I've noticed so far are the importance of rituals being applied to daily routine. In the elementary school, they pray several times throughout the day as a school. They pray over the intercom like they do the Pledge of Allegiance in public school. So that was entertaining for me to see this versus this, what I was used to versus what they do in the Catholic school. They attend Mass weekly, and it's required. The students of the school, whether they're actively practicing Catholicism, they are required to attend the Mass sessions throughout the week. And children are expected to serve as well in the ministry that the school is. I've also noticed the presence of symbols such as statues, crosses, statues of Mary, crosses, the presence of what they call a saint. One of the most interesting things that I've learned so far is that Catholic culture in schools focuses on making practicing their religion a routine versus just going to church on Sunday when you feel like it. So routine, not a habit. In Catholic culture in general, attending Mass is very important, and they instilled that in these kids starting in pre-K it goes through high school. So through their senior year, from pre-K to their senior year, they're attending Mass weekly. So that's a routine for them, and they continue that as they go throughout their life. One of the questions that I'm still working on answering myself is, do these students see these religious practices as part of the school rules, or as part of their faith? And that, I think that's hard to instill in kids as young in pre-K. So I just wonder if it's different for kids as they get older. Do they realize that this is not school rules? I mean, it is school rules, but do they realize that this is affecting their faith? The study is important to me because it's given insight on how culture and religion shape the identity of children and how a school environment assists with these daily practices, which I think is important because I was not taught faith in school. I had school, and then I had faith outside of that, and we went to church on Sundays, and I just didn't realize how big the differences were between being an Orthodox Christian and being a Catholic Christian. So I think that the study is important to see the effect that studying faith in school has on children, especially in Catholicism. And I have truly enjoyed learning so much more about this, especially with the interview that I did with the mother. She was able to give me a lot of insight on the children. She's got children that went to public school, and she's got children that went to the Catholic school, and so she was able to give me some insight on the differences between all of them, and I truly have enjoyed this, and I think it's been super important for me and my knowledge, and I am excited to wrap up the paper. Thank you.